Bible Forum. It's the Sunday before Christmas 2018. You have no doubt read, heard about the total control the Antichrist will have during the Great Tribulation. The Bible talks about this at great length. Preachers love to preach it. The books are everywhere. The internet is abuzz with anything to do with the Great Tribulation. But during this time period, which I believe is closely to, I think I'll live long enough to see it, there's a number system and strict laws about who is and who is not a faithful citizen. Just how all of that works has been a favorite pastime of many a preacher, scholar, author. But now the mystery's been solved. We've talked about this before. But the technology now exists, and several companies are capitalizing upon it for profit. Today, if you venture from your home for almost any reason, you are at risk for being photographed. Oh, I don't mean in the usual way, but by digital technology. Google is now providing you with a monthly map that shows everywhere you were last month. Your phone is telling them that. And there's little red dots all over. I got one this month, first time. Apparently they're going to do that every month. Tell me where I've been. Going to tell my wife where I was. But now cameras are being added to the mix. And cameras are everywhere. A lot more than we know. Along with that, individuals can snap your picture without your knowledge anywhere, anytime. But now there's a company creating something called public safety watch lists. It's a relatively harmless effort, and one that can be of immense help if your child or your parent goes missing. The company is called Suspect Technologies. Interesting, huh? Their focus is on facial recognition software to be able to create what they call watch lists. A recent article reported this company plans a working model, a pilot program to launch next year in real-time service. Their goal is to accumulate a database of pictures drawn from public surveillance video feeds matched to their facial recognition software. Then cross-reference all of this against a public safety watch list. They have already created something they call a fusion center. Excuse me. According to a company called Biometrica, their fusion center software secretly assigns people threat vectors, which is just a fancy way of saying risk assessments. The Biometric Fusion Center also has an internal risk metric assigned to a particular ID, providing a client with a threat vector of the person or persons they're interested in or concerned about. All of that is a little scary. But most people in the world, or at least around people I know, aren't going to be bothered by it a bit. They love taking pictures. They love their pictures to be posted on Facebook or wherever. It doesn't bother them. But those of us who maybe pride our privacy more or can see the handwriting on the wall, they want to know, what can we do? Well, in practical terms, the answer is nothing. The cameras already exist. And 200 police departments are already using the software. They're doing it secretly. It's apparently a test. But they're partnering with a company called NVIDIA, which works with the police departments to spy on the public. Last year, NVIDIA admitted to partnering with Coban Technologies to create a 360-degree facial recognition system for police cars. This means 6 cameras on every car, all linked up to this technology, and all designed to catch the bad guys. Driving down the road, they're taking pictures. But we all know how this works. A company called Xconomy is convinced the public will eventually get used to having their faces scanned by all sorts of people, and I believe they're right. Law enforcement does it, banks are doing it, advertisers do it. Go into the stores, they've got cameras everywhere. Cameras are on the street. Apple, Delta, Hertz already commercialize this technology. The holdouts will tend to be minimized by something called loyalty rewards. This will encourage greater participation. But in reality, it's a background check on everybody, almost instantly. Biometrica is planning the world's largest private, encrypted, and law enforcement verified facial recognition database in the world. Biometrica already has casinos as customers. Without all the technical details, this means every casino can have their own private database, encrypted whitelists and blacklists. With 500 casinos in America, this means there are potentially 500 private, secret watch lists and blacklists that Americans don't know anything about. From there, use your imagination to decide how far this is going to reach and how quickly. Can you say 666?